Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and we're here for round 2 of Merfolk in Modern. We're playing Izzet, and looks like we are on the draw. I think our hand's actually pretty decent. We'll keep this. We're up against a Yorion deck. So, could be a lot of things. This might be Niv Delight. I'm going to play the Flooded Strand and we'll see what happens. I'll hold back the Bolt just in case I need to use it in turn 2. Otherwise, I'll probably get... your Yorion decks are usually not Blood Moon decks, so I'll probably get a Steam Vents with this thing. Just so I don't have to draw it. I guess we're just... the Bolt's going to be pretty bad if they have like Sylvan Caryatid. Honestly, Bolt against the Niv Mizzet deck is not very good. Play like Arbor Elf, that would be fine, but chances are they don't have one because they would have played it in turn 1, so we got a Vista going on. We might just be holding this back for a few turns. But we should be able to pretty easily curve Lord into Reejerey into Master. And hopefully that works. Yeah. I guess we'd want to draw like Force of Negation probably. Just in case they have Bring to Light. Alright, what's it gonna be? I mean, it's possible this could still be something like Death and Taxes, but I doubt it. Usually, like, this is the Bring to Light deck. See what they're going to do. Maybe it is Taxes, actually. Wall of Omens, okay. So I might need to save this Bolt. I guess it could also be like Soul Herder. That's possible. There isn't really much I can do if it is. The Bolt might help a little bit if it's Soul Herder, but it's probably a lot worse for us if that's the case. And I'm guessing with Wall of Omens and Basic Plains that it's more likely that. Let's see. Other possibilities, maybe this could be the Kiki deck. Magus of the Moon. I mean, I can just bolt that thing. It's not that big a deal. Well, attacking's not going to do anything because it'll just block with Wall of Omens. But if I want my mana back, I can just like bolt this Magus. So that's interesting. Now I'm at a loss. I'm not sure what deck is playing this. Maybe it's still like a Kiki deck, but I don't actually know that that's the case. Guess we're gonna find out. This is all new to me. It's been a long time since I've seen a combination of cards like this. Charming Prince is fine. I expect something like that. Okay, well they're gonna draw a card. Aether Vial. Okay, maybe this is actually like a Taxes deck. Okay. That's not bad. I think this is actually a good turn to cast Master Waves. We will untap the Steam Vents. Now we can actually get in an attack here because we can use Bolt to make this profitable. They can block one with the wall, but if they try to like double block something, then I can just bolt in response and then, or before damage. Yeah, that's fine. And this, usually Magus decks are not going to play Path to Exile, so that's nice. But they might think that Bolt is an option because I untapped the Steam Vents. That was kind of suspicious of us. You would think we'd want to untap the island, but no. Not this time, Satan. Not going to get us like that. If I can land this other Master Waves before this one dies somehow, we'll be in really good shape. Though they might have, like, Solitude. That's, yeah, that could suck if they, like, exile this thing. Ephemerate, okay. They're just looking to draw cards here. Alright. I mean, I guess it could have been worse. Maybe they're looking for an answer to Master. So they have Lightning Bolt. They can't really bolt this thing, which is nice. Okay. Jeez, alright. Yes! They had no answer for Master Waves, and we just fucking annihilated them. Okay. So I get the impression that because they're an Aether Vial deck, this Force of Negation is probably really bad. However, this means the Abrade is probably really good because they're an Aether Vial deck, so it can kill either their creatures or their Vial. So I don't think we need to do anything else here. I think that might be fine. Like, I guess they have Ephemerate, so Force is okay against that, but I'm just going to hope that the removal is going to be good enough against their deck. This is a matchup where I think Master Waves is probably really good, especially if they're relying on stuff like Lightning Helix or Lightning Bolt. Because, yeah, if they're playing Moon Effects, then they don't really want to play Path to Exile. So the best answer that I think a deck like this could possibly have is, like, Solitude. So if they don't have like, Force is not going to counter Solitude anyway, so it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's sort of a big deal. I don't want them to do that, but I think we can keep this. We have 2 Abrades, we have lands, and we have Aether Vial, so I'm fine with this. Yeah, I think this is okay. I'm thinking we lead off with Cavern of Souls. I don't really see the need to play the Islet right away. Oh, they mulled to 5. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. If they play Aether Vial and we just Abrade it, that might just end them. Okay. No, I am the Aether Vial deck. Not you. Me. I get the vials. Alright, well, Abrading Vial here probably doesn't matter a whole lot. That's very good. So what happens here? If they, like, Helix this thing, do I really care that much? Not particularly. They only have 3 cards in hand, so I guess I will show them Master the Pearl Trident. Svyelun is the really, really good card, so if they have an answer, I want them to burn it on Master rather than this. Alright. I hope we might just play Master and Abrade a creature next turn. That seems like a totally legit play. If they miss a land drop, I might even consider going after the Aether Vial. Then they can be stuck in the Stone Age, and we're just going to continue to curve out. If I get a fetch land, I definitely want to get Basic Island, though, before something really bad happens, because we need to protect this Vial at all costs. If they get, like, Magus of the Moon and Skyclave Apparition, that would be actually really bad for us. No, I guess it's not that bad, because we can still Abrade Magus if they ever go for that. Alright, so maybe it's not the end of the world if that happens. What are they going for here? Well, they might have Skyclave, that's possible. It's really good, so yeah, you're right. What are you going to hit with Skyclave, though? Like, Vial? Okay. Alright. I mean, this is not that bad. So here's a good question, like, I guess I could attack them and see what happens. If they Vial something in, I can just Abrade whatever they Vial in. So I don't think they're blocking. I mean, if they do, I don't actually care that much. It's a Silvergill Adept. They only have 2 cards in hand anyway, so, like, this means they probably don't have, like, Ephemerate. That would be my guess. So here, I can play the Reejerey. Then I can play Master, untap, and also Abrade something next turn, so that seems like the play. There's no need to go for Svyelun just yet. In case they still have an answer, I don't want them to hit Svyelun at the moment. So, yeah, they didn't have a 2-drop in hand, so this means they might have a... No, well, they have to, because they left it on 2, right? So, what are they going to do here? Okay, Imperial Recruiter is actually a problem. What are you going to find with this thing? Power 2 or less. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, well, these Abrades are going to absolutely body that, so... If they put like Stoneforge in and Batterskull, I'm just gonna Abrade the Batterskull. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, what are you gonna find with Stoneforge Mystic? Yeah, if they have Batterskull, I can just Abrade, like, Stoneforge right now. Actually, I probably should Abrade the Imperial Recruiter first. Because that one, they could Ephemerate it. Okay. I guess if they block, it's fine, too. Alright. That's how they're going to block. I don't think they could blink it. Like, that's possible. Alright, so if they Ephemerate, like, this Stoneforge, is that a big deal? Or do I rather them kill this thing? They could put Batterskull in play and then Ephemerate Stoneforge. Get, like, another equipment. But I think that they're in a lot of trouble if they do that. Right, because I could just kill the Batterskull and attack for a bunch. On the other hand, if they Ephemerate Imperial Recruiter, that could be a lot worse for us. Alright. No fucks given. I mean, it probably makes them suspicious that I have another answer in hand, but I don't want to let them untap and ephemerate this, because this gives them a way larger number of things they can find with this. And like, if they get another Stoneforge, it's not the end of the world. Because they only have a limited number of equipments, and we still have 2 Abrades in hand, so... Like, they can, at best, put a Batterskull in play, and then maybe find, like, Sword of Fire and Ice. And if that's the case, we can still, like, deal with that. I mean, it's possible they could have another one of these in hand, but there's not really a way for us to play around that. I don't want them to ephemerate this thing. Okay. Ragavan. You're just gonna put a Batterskull in right now? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I'm definitely upgrading that while you're tapped out, so... I guess we really want to draw a land so we can play Svyelun, untap a land, and then upgrade the Batterskull. Charming Prince. Alright. It's not great. Let's see what they find with Stoneforge here. I think we're still doing okay. Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright, makes sense. Not the land that I wanted to see right now, actually. So they need another land before they can actually do anything with the sword. So the question is here, what do I want to kill? I think it has to be the Batterskull, and if they attack us with the sword, so be it. We have to take it for 1 turn. I need to kill this while they are tapped out. Let's see, they could trade... Okay, well, if the thing is, if they could trade, like, the Stoneforge and then one of these other creatures here. I think it's probably in my best interest not to attack, though. We're just gonna have to take some damage, I think, so we can kill this sword. So they ticked it up now. Alright. So do you find a land? So they don't find a land, they can't equip the sword this turn. Which means our plan of playing Svyelun and then Abrade will be fine. So the only problem we could then face is if they also have, like, another sword or Batterskull. This is another Imperial Recruiter. That's not amazing. They don't find anything? Okay, so that's it. This is all they have. How is that possible? Did it just misclick and hit no? Like, you have 66 cards. Like, you can't tell me you only have, like, 1 Skyclave apparition in your entire deck. That's insane. Okay, well, I think this is a pretty safe place to attack, right? Because anything that they block, I guess they could have 2 of these block, like, say, Reejerey, and then this block here. That's actually not amazing. So I don't really feel the need to attack just yet. I know they have a sword in hand, and I'm going to abrade it. Get out of here. Okay. See, now I think we're pretty good. Alright. Svyelun can start making some very profitable attacks for us. Taking it up to 4, so this means like Restoration Angel. It has to be like Resto. Well, they still don't have any good attacks here because Svyelun's indestructible. Resto, I guess they could like blink Stoneforge again if they have another equipment. We got rid of like 2 of the most dangerous ones right now, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's attack with Svyelun. Draw some cards at least, and then force them to start like blocking with stuff. What is this? You have another... Okay. You're just finding a bunch more equipments, huh? Cauldron complete, okay. Well, this doesn't actually... It doesn't gain them life or anything. So we still get to draw a card, okay. It's actually not bad. I mean, they can block, I guess, but it's indestructible anyway, so like they just tink off of each other. Oh, well that's a problem. All right, well I guess we're gonna need to play another Svyelun. Yeah, that's right. It does have that effect, doesn't it? Guess I want to untap. I don't know, I guess we'll untap this. Alright, well, I don't have any more Abrades left to deal with this. Okay, well, you failed to find something last time, so is that we're gonna find out if it was a misclick or not. I imagine you have to have like another Skyclave apparition. There's no way you only have one of these in the deck. Or at least another recruiter or something. Like, that had to have just been a screw up. Alright, Skyclave it is. So this is still the upkeep, so if they didn't draw a land, I could actually just tap down this and stop them from playing Skyclave this turn, so... I guess here, if we find Tide Shaper, we win. Or no, not quite. No, the master doesn't have Island Walk itself, so. I guess if we. Alright, maybe if we draw. I mean, we'd be close. Alright. That's not bad. Alright, so I can play the Lord here, and I guess I can tap down something. Probably the Charming Prince. I'll just get in a huge attack. And maybe Svyelun can draw a Merfolk Trickster. I guess a Lightning Bolt would have been okay, but let's get in our huge attack while we still can. It's gonna hurt. Vial is a pretty poor draw off of her, though. We need more gas, not more mana sources. Okay. I guess I'll keep it in hand. There's not really a good reason to play it right now. They ticked Aether Vial up to 5, so that has to mean there's like Kiki Jiki in this deck. Right? I can't think of anything else on 5 mana that could exist here. They have to be playing Resto plus Imperial Recruiter. So they can apparate something. But now I think if we draw Tide Shaper, we do win. I'm gonna guess they're gonna Skyclave apparate away the Svyelun. That makes the most sense to me. Do that, they'll have 5 blockers. All of these are still lethal, so I guess a Trickster could also work. What? Oh no, Yorion. Okay, that makes sense. They're gonna blink here. They can gain 3 life. Alright, that's fine. It's actually a little bit dangerous in their part, I think, but I guess it works. So they are blinking their Aether Vial, their Imperial Recruiter, and their Charming Prince. So I guess, yeah, they probably need to gain 3 life rate in this spot. So I think a Trickster probably wins. A Lord is probably good enough, because it will wipe their board, basically, because they have to block, like, everything. So what? Trickster, Lord, Tide Shaper, I think they're all winning. Our luck, we're probably just going to draw another land, though. But, no, I think we have a lot of ways that we can win here. I guess even, what, if we tap one of these things down like that... Well, no, if we... Yeah, we have to draw like a Lord. Like, just drawing a random Merfolk isn't quite enough. Felidar Guardian, okay. Oh, they're at 6. Ooh, wait, how... Oh, they gain 3 life, not 2. Alright, yeah, so... Actually, that decreases the number of things that fix... Yeah, well, naturally that's the case. This is not great. Skyclave Apparition is still probably going to come down and eat some, like this thing. But I can't really do anything about it. They can still just play it, right? I know they have it in their hand because they searched for it, so... Yeah, this was like the worst draw this turn. So what's going to happen from here is we're going to have a very hard time trying to come back from this. I guess it's not impossible. Like, We still have Tideshaper as a potential out to victory, right? Because they can't get rid of both of the lords. Yeah, they're not going to get rid of both of these. So if we draw Tideshaper, we still could, like, win this game. I guess the question is, if I attack with this thing, like, Svyelun's going to get exiled, but we get to draw a card, and I think trying to draw the Tideshaper is actually worth a little bit more right now. Otherwise, like, unless they have a land, which they haven't played one in a while, they might draw one at some point. They could, like, exile a lord, I guess. Yeah, the question is, do I keep Svyelun back or do I trade Svyelun for a card? If I attack with Svyelun, then they can apparate, like, say, Master of the Pearl Trident. So then I have, like, 2 draws to find Tideshaper next turn to try to get there. But this, yeah, it's just going to exile this thing if I do it. But otherwise, like, I only have 1 draw, and like like even with 2 lords in the board, I don't think my position is actually any better. So I think I just need to try to go for the win because they're trying to turn this around right now. So I'm gonna attack with Svyelun and see what happens. I understand she might die here, and or we might, yeah. Okay, that's not the worst. That does actually keep us in this a little bit because now I guess I could just tap down this germ token here. Let's tap the germ. Alright, it keeps the dream alive. Yeah, I guess the rest doesn't matter because it's a 6/7. So they might chump block it here. I guess I could tap the Stoneforge Mystic and they can trade like 3 cards with it if they want to, but I think in that case they'll probably just throw away like Recruiter. Makes sense. They'll throw away Charming Prince. Alright, that's fine. So we keep our board, we add a creature and we remove a creature. That helps the math a little bit. They're gonna almost certainly apparate away Svyelun. It's to be expected. But this is still sort of okay, because now we dug a card deeper to try to find it, and now we still have a chance of drawing it next turn and just finishing them. Possibly another Trickster, right? Because they'll have 5 creatures, we get rid of 2 of them. And this could be enough. Alright. Well, there's only really one thing they can get rid of, so I have to pick Svyelun. What? No! That's such a blunder. Why would you do that? You can't get rid of the Reejerey. It has ward from this thing. That was the wrong permanent to pick. And they just, like, shame concede. Alright. I'm sorry, opponent. The cards have text on them. You have to know this, so what we were gonna find. Lands and then Lord, so I mean, so what? We attack with everything we could, like, Vial in a Lord. I don't know if we'd want to make that attack though. If we draw this, then we might just not attack here. But alright, they just like scoop it up there because they realize like, oh, that was a total blunder. So sorry, but they have Feldar Guardian, so yeah, this is like very, very likely that they are playing a combo with this. So yeah, they play Kiki plus Feldar Guardian to win with Imperial Recruiter. So good games, but that's another victory for Merfolk. Svyelun drawing us a bunch of cards was really helpful, and this was a match where Abrade did its fucking job. This is why I wanted this card in my 75, because there's so many Stoneforge Mystics out there right now. Look at this. We took away the Batterskull, we took away the Sword of Fire and Ice, and then we were able to use like a combination of like Reejereys and Tricksters to like keep this Cauldron complete at bay. So we hung in this game very well, despite the fact that they like searched with Stoneforge 3 times. That was amazing. So everyone, please give this a thumbs up. I need your likes. They are what keep me alive. Your love is the only thing that keeps me going every day. So I need it. Please thumbs up. Leave some nice comments. I always read them. I appreciate them, and I appreciate everybody for watching this channel. It really helps. I don't ask for like money or anything for this, so all I want is to know that you guys are being entertained. So if that is the case, please let me know, and then I will see you again tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.